Welcome back to the Empowered Life channel. My name is Yvonne. This channel is all about bringing you content that is empowering, encouraging and inspiring. If you haven't come on this channel before, welcome. Be sure to check out my other videos. I also do book reviews on books that I have read that I feel that you may be interested in, so you might want to check out. So be sure to look out for those videos as well. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up if you like the videos, and share with anybody that you feel might need a dose of the empowered life. Now, I know it's been a little while since I've done a video, and one of the things I'm really trying to work on this year is being more consistent with doing these videos. Now, I have two different channels. This channel is about my business, about empowering people and inspiring people, but I also have a different business which is based for my other organisation, which is more of a charity. So what I'm trying to do is to figure out a routine that fits around my work and my other commitments where I can consistently do these videos. So please bear with me as I figure that out. But today I want to talk to you about personal growth. This is something that I have been thinking about lately, especially in the last few weeks. I've spent a lot of time reflecting on the year so far, because we're now in June and actually we're going to be in July in a couple of days time. So I just wanted to take a personal stock of where I am in myself this point in the year. Now, it has been quite difficult at times, but just being able to reflect has helped me to realise I have grown. I will be doing another video on reflection as well, because it is so beneficial to take time to reflect in life. But I just realised I have grown a lot over the last 10 years. So for me, I have gone through a lot of different things. I'm in my early 40s now, and I've had to learn a lot of lessons the hard way. Some things were of my doing, a lot of things have not been of my own doing. And in those challenges and different things that were going on, it was either sink or swim. So I've had to learn a lot from personal challenges, and in that has helped me to personally grow. Now, I had to deal with 10 years ago a lot of personal traumatic experiences, not just from before that, but from other situations that happened, and it left me feeling quite bad about myself. I felt that I was never going to amount to anything. I had a negative mindset. I didn't really think in terms of the bigger picture. I was only focusing on my pain and the different things that were going on with me, and it was quite a distraction. And over time, over the last 10 years, I was able to engage in, therapy. I was able to start to think about my life and to kind of come to peace with a lot of things that went on for me. And my faith in Jesus has helped me a lot to be able to do that, because that has been my foundation to be able to have the confidence to do all sorts of different things. So when I look back on 10 years ago, I was on the journey to being able to be a better version of myself, but I still had a lot of unresolved issues. My outlook on life was totally different then. I was more a here and now person. I didn't think longer than tomorrow or the end of the week. And I realised that in itself was a problem. There is a scripture in the Bible that talks about, for a lack of vision, people perish. And I think at the time, I didn't have a vision for what I wanted for my life. I didn't have a vision of where I wanted to go or the things that I wanted to do. And that just led to me making some very negative choices. I had to start to deal with the things that were going on in my life, and in doing that and walking forward, I started to engage in different things that would help me to build my self-esteem and my confidence. Now my outlook on life is totally different. How I see things is totally different. How I react to things is different. I'm more calmer than I was 10 years ago. One of the things that I realized that I had grown as a woman, as a person, was that I started to make deliberate decisions. So again, it is about me thinking and taking a step back and thinking about what it is that I am doing. So back 10 years ago, I wasn't even thinking like that. I would spend money and do different things, not thinking about tomorrow, not thinking about 5 years time, 10 years time. How I would react to certain situations as well was very, very different. And when I think about myself now in terms of deliberate decisions, everything that I do, everything that I decide, really I base it from where I want to go. So now I have personal vision, I filled myself with knowledge, I know the things that I aspire to have in 5 years, 10 years time, the person that I want to be. So any decisions that I'm making, whether it's in regard to relationships or anything, I think, is this decision going to help me to get to where I need to go? And that is how I think of it. I don't have people around me or friends around me who are interested in just gossiping, who are not living a productive life. Now, and that doesn't mean I don't care about people. It doesn't mean that I think I'm better than people. The people that I have around me now are more people who are thinking along the lines of the bigger picture. They're thinking about things that are going to enable them to be a better person, have a better life, and to aspire to be the best that they can be. So that is an area where I had to start to make deliberate decisions, and that for me has been an area that has been consistent over the last 10 years. I keep my circle very small. Another area where I make deliberate decisions is in how I spend my time. Now for me, I need to be spending my time being a wife and a mother to my family, building up my family. But in terms of the other stuff, it's about fulfilling the vision that I believe that I have in regards to my life. Now, what has helped to shape that vision, what has helped for me to know my purpose, is my relationship with God. I know what my purpose and calling is. My calling is to empower people and to do the best I can to inspire people as well. So I spend my time reading books or doing courses that are going to help me to fulfill the vision I have to be able to do the things that I do. Now, I don't think I'm better than anybody by telling you all this type of stuff, but I'm just trying to show you that I make deliberate decisions about what I do. This year, I have 2 courses that I need to do, and these things are going to help me to build my empowerment company, YEME Empowerment. So I have to make sure that I can get to that place, and I've made that decision that these are the things that I want to do. So making deliberate decisions rather than being reactive, rather than thinking in the here and now. Do I really need that dress, or do I really need that? I take a pause, I take a break and think, actually, no, I'm going to spend that money on a course or doing something that is going to enable me to go towards my vision. So I can see clearly that how I deal with conflict, how I deal with arguments, how I deal with difficult situations is really, really different. Even up to recently, there was a situation where I was disrespected. The old Yvonne would have immediately said something and reacted. But what I did was to take a step back, take myself away from the situation and just calm down. I've learned actually is that forgiveness for me, when people do things wrong to me, or forgiving those who would harm me, who didn't even care, has helped me to grow as a person. Because before, my whole attitude would be like, I'm not going to forgive that person. I would hold a grudge against them. And that is how I know that I've grown, because I've been able to let go of those things in my heart. Where I am in my life right now is that I can't afford to take on any negative situations, and that for me is really important. That is how I know that I have grown. I'm not going to get myself into any situations where it is negative. I'd rather take myself away. There's always going to be that old nature there that wants to react, but the key thing is, the key that I know that I have grown is that I choose not to act on it. So I want to share with you just quickly 3 things to help you on your journey where you can grow. The first thing is to deal with any unresolved issues. That could be unresolved issues with past hurts, unforgiveness, anger. Look at what is hindering you. I would suggest that you just write down in a book or journal what it is that is preventing you from getting to be the person that you want to be. And then look at ways in which you can start to address those issues or address those challenges. The second thing that will help you with your personal growth is to fill your mind and time with things that are positive and productive, things that are going to give you knowledge that you don't know. I'm an avid reader. I love to read. I read books on loads of different things, and that has been one of the areas why I believe my personal growth and my mindset has completely changed, because I fill my mind full of new knowledge and things that I don't know, which helps me to have a better perspective on all types of different things. Reading, filling yourself with knowledge, doing courses, engaging in things that are going to help to grow you are a fantastic way to help you to personally develop and to grow. Reflect on where you are now and where you was. Now, that doesn't mean you go back and dwell on the past. It just means that you can tell from how you were maybe 3 years ago, 5 years ago, to where you are now, if you are actually growing. Is your life going in a positive direction? Are you doing productive things in your life? You will know from where you were 5 years ago, 3 years ago, to where you are now. These are good indicators of if you are going in the right direction. One of the ways you can keep track of that is to keep a diary, keep a journal. I am a really big fan of keeping journals. As I've said on other videos, you can keep track of yourself over the years, and I go back and I see that everything that I was then, I am not now. And I would encourage you to do something like that so that you can be aware of areas in your life that need addressing, that you can start to deal with.